Welcome to this month's update. I'm going to tune in to the librarians and see what they have to say for the month of September. Oh, yeah, 2025. Mm, Slow down. What if this is all there is? What if this is all there is? The energy around the month of September is what if this is all there is? It's about the doing of things. It's about not putting off all of the things that you have wanted to do, that you have wondered what it would be like to do. And it's about doing all the things. When we pose the question to you, what if this is, slow down, what if this is all there is? What we want is for you to think about all of the things on your to-do list that are the things you know that you will never get to. And by that, we mean not the tasks that you will never get to, although some of you might have some of those that do need to get done. But what we mean, what we want to inspire in your brain, in your thoughts, in your mind, is what are all of the things that you want to do that you will never get around to doing in terms of expansion, in terms of adventure, in terms of letting everything that is within you flow outward. We see so many of you as being filled up with spirit, with wisdom, with a sense of fun that you do not allow out, that you do not manifest into the world. And what we challenge you, what we invite you to do between now and the end, between now and February, is to bring all of that out, to bring all of that that is within you out, to create what you want to create without an intention. It's not that you are creating artwork in order to sell the artwork or to get accolades for the artwork. It's for you to create for the sense and for the sake of creating it. It's for you to take the trip, take the drive, take in the view. It's for you to write the letters, say the words, to do all of the things that you want to do. That is not even want to do. It's all of the things that are inside of you that want to come out. Sometimes it's not that you even want to do the thing, it's just that it's inside of you and it needs to come out. And there is a difference there. So often we have this division, of ego and heart, of soul and human, that is not acknowledged. The I want to, the I desire to, when that comes from the head, I want to lose 10 pounds. I want to, whatever. Those things are like the human desires, the human drives. And those things are not wrong. They are choices that the human gets to make and gets to lean into because the human wants to do that. That that is the process of life. The process of life is having these desires come up and making choices and moving in and out of all of the things that we want and that we desire, and that is good. What we're speaking of here is something different. It is the things inside that you were born with that needs to come out. It's the words that need to be said, the items that need to be created, the experience that needs to be had, the feelings that need to be felt. And that is a different level, because sometimes it's not even a desire to express the feelings or desire to take in the beauty of the planet. It's stronger than that. It is a draw, a knowingness, a compelling sense to go do the things. And that is what is spoken of here. What are the things that you feel compelled to do, to say, to create, to experience, to feel, to be? Between now and February, this is the time, the invitation. We are giving you the invitation and permission. For many of you feel like you do need permission. This is that permission for you to do those things now. The clarity and the balance around between now and February, some of you are saying, why now? What if I don't? What if it doesn't work out between now and February? Is it over? And what we are saying is, no, it's the energy right now is the energy of that freedom of expression, of that self-expression. It's not only expression. It's the fullness of being. It's the allowing the soul fully to express itself in the body and to receive through this vessel that is the human body. And now is a good time to step into that allowance, to step into that permission, to step into that experience, to allow that which needs to come out, and to allow that which needs to be felt and seen and experienced to also be received. And yes, this can be done at any time. But what we speak of now is the tipping point. Between now and February, there is a tipping point, and the more souls that are leaning into this, the more energy of, wow, allowance and expression will be created. And as that energy of allowance of an expression is created, it's a renaissance on the planet. It is a grand renaissance on the planet that happens when the tipping point of humans lean into their own personal renaissance. So what we are speaking of is that renaissance of experience, of feeling, of joy, of expression, and receiving experiences that are desired from the deep heart soul level. Not the headspace desire of, I want to look a certain way or have the red sports car, but from that soul human experience. I want to see the sunset over the Grand Canyon. I want to smell the lavender fields in France. I want to walk hand in hand along the seashore with somebody who I love. It is the deep richness of those connections and experiences that is being called forth from the depths of our being right now. And as we allow that, not only are we gifting ourselves the gift of that experience and that enrichment, but we are gifting others the permission to experience for themselves as well. And we are widening the playing field. There has been a narrowing of the playing field for several decades. A narrowing of possible experiences. And many of you will push back on that and say, wait, what? No, we have expanded the playing field. We have different levels of expression. We have moved into different levels of awareness and expression. particularly when we think about what you call the transgender experience and pronouns. So to hear us say there has been a narrowing of the playing field, you will say, no, there has been an expansion of the playing field. Just look at this. And what we say is, you have had an expansion of the names. You have had an expansion of your awareness. Yes, there has been expansion, but you have been so focused on some of that expansion that you have failed to see the narrowing in the greater contexts. The experiences that, oh, the experiences that have been taken away, the experiences that have been shut down, the experiences that have been narrowed, based on other factors, world factors, political disruption, safety, economic disruption, natural disaster type disruptions. On a planetary scale, your choices have been narrowed. You can look at the individual, the micro, and see the expansion, but on the macro, there has been a contraction. This too happened in the period of time that you consider the Dark Ages. The Dark Ages, the Renaissance, the expansion and the contraction. And although for a while it has been seeming like there has been an expansion, there has really been the micro contraction. When you allow the fullness of the human being, the desire, the soul to spirit, to express and flow through the body, you help create the planetary renaissance, the planetary expansion. That is the desired state of being. We go further to explain that when you see the oppression, the suppression, politically, religiously, socially, one creates the other. The creation of suppression creates the expansion of freedom. The suppression is what creates the expansion. The contraction and the expansion are part of the wave that births the next level. We are pulling back because this has gone fairly deep. And although for some of you it is interesting to note, to see the cycle, to see the wave, to see that this wave is widening instead of being a tight wave, it is a broader, larger, more expansive wave. And in the broader, larger, more expansive waves, the highs and the lows seem bigger. So it's easier to lose track of what's happening. We are expanding, even though we are contracting and falling on the downslide of the wave. It is still an expansion because the wave itself is becoming larger. The further under you press the ball, the higher and the stronger it will rise. For our purposes, for your purposes, for the purposes of the planet and the individual right now, simply note, between now and February is the time to flower, to express, and to lean in to the feeling and the experiencing of the desires of the heart, the desires of the soul. You have permission and you have the invitation. And we will leave. Whoa. um, that was kind of an abrupt ending. And what they were saying to me as they left is there's a lot of information that went very deep there. And with some of that information, um, it's not that they'll lose people, that's not the right word, but that some people will get tangled in the depth of the information instead of just the experience of, hey, go out and enjoy yourselves and do all of the things that you've wanted to do because nothing is permanent. And if it could be over by March, get all the fun stuff in by February. And that's more of the balance of the information that they want to share, the invitation to go out and experience and express and have fun. Um, the thing that kept going through my mind, Laura's mind, was make hay while the sun shines. And that was kind of the energy that was around that. So I hope this has been helpful. Reach out if you want a personal reading, and otherwise, I will see you in October. Bye.